Alright, we're back, and now we're going to talk about how we're going to proceed. I'm going to move this so you can kind of see. And yes, I took off my shirt because it's really hot in my home, but don't mind I always have sarcastic shirts going on, but that's not what you should look at. You should look at how to make this. So when you're ready to turn this candle, the quick fight spell candle on, you better have a white candle next to it, like this. You turn it around. Why are we doing this? We want to keep the bad energy there. We want to keep the bad energy for those people. We do not want any bad energy for us. So while you're burning this, make sure you have this candle on the side, and it's going to be burning for you. So one thing that you're going to do right when your candle arrives, before dressing your candle with all the oils and the powders that I showed you earlier, you're going to baptize the candle. And you're going to baptize the candle again when you're ready to begin, after all the powers. So let me repeat this to you, because some people get confused, plus I have an accent, whatever. So when you get the candle, it's in a plastic, right? So you take off the plastic, and before you put anything on it, like before you put any oil or anything, you're just going to baptize the candle. That will get the candle to become alive and represent the two people that you intend to make fight. Then you put all the powders and all the oils on the candle as I showed you on the first video, and then you're going to baptize the candle again. So what does it mean to baptize the candle? If any one of you know me, they know, you know, that I practice satanic magic, right? So how does baptizing fit into all of this? It's just a blessing of the candle, because you're gaining control of the candle, and the candle is no longer an inanimate object. It becomes an object representing two people that are alive. So what you do is, with your left hand, in the name of the Father, the Holy Ghost, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, I bless this candle, and I make name of him and her. Become alive. Become alive. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, I make name of him, name of her. Become alive. And then you call up to him and her. You are now under my control. You are alive. Whatever happened to these candles shall happen to you in real life. So mote it be. So that's your blessing. Then you're going to go ahead and turn on the candle. So I usually tend to turn him first. Careful that. And then her. Try to make sure that the sticks go in different directions. Once you have done that, I usually tend to add a little bit of hot foot powder, more hot foot powder on her. And more love breaker on him. And then everyone has its own formula. You can ask me for the formula. I say my formula in Spanish. And so if you, I'm happy and willing to translate that for you in English, so you can say that in English. But I have it right here. Ofrezco, invoco esta oración al espíritu del odio, al ángel de la guardia de name of him, name of her, para que infunda en esas dos personas odio y separación, y haga que nazca en cada uno de ellos odio mortal, y que jamás el uno pueda recordar el nombre del otro sin sentir odio, que los olores que compartieron juntos sean repugnantes para nombre de él, name of him, and name of her, que los momentos que compartieron sean desagradables para name of him, name of her, que si se encuentran no se vean y si se hablan no se entiendan. Invoco al espíritu del camino para que separe la ruta de nombre de él, name of him, name of her. Amen. So that's what I say, and then if you'll excuse me, I will say it again, keeping the names of the two people confidential. But I will say this again. Ofrezco, invoco esta oración al espíritu del odio, para que infundan esas dos personas odio y separación, y hagan que en cada uno de ellos odio mortal, y que jamás el uno pueda recordar el nombre del otro sin sentir odio, que los olores que compartieron juntos sean repugnantes para que los momentos que compartieron sean desagradables para que si se encuentran no se vean y si se hablan no se entiendan. Invoco al espíritu del camino para que separe la ruta de... Amén. Now, once you have said the invocation, one thing that you have to keep in mind is that you're going to let the candles burn. Some people, some witches, do this over a period of 7 nights. When it's the $60 package, it's usually a 1 night, so I let it burn all 1 night. If you're purchasing the toxicity spell, there are 5 of this like this, and it's done on a coven of 3, so we do that for 7 nights, so it's a much more powerful type of spell. But this is something that can get you going in your own home. Now you're going to need a knife. Why didn't I bring a knife, right? Where's a knife? Alright, so, or scissors. So what you're gonna do is, once you have him, this is him, burn all the way till here, you're going to cut in the middle. The wax will be already kind of going down, so you will see that it will be easier to cut in between and to cut the shape of the heart completely. So then this part will only burn until the middle. She will burn all the way down. This one you will then remove and put into another plate and keep it for some of the love works. We do a lot of love works that you can see on my side, and we use this to bring lover back, for example. So we use the remaining of this, we clean it from the love breaker, and we use it for you to bring him back to you. She will be burned all the way down and buried in cemetery or in some areas where there's a lot of drama, so a lot of depressed areas. You can ask me where you can bury the remains of her. You will keep him if you are interested in keeping him. And you're just gonna let it burn. She all the way down, him only to half. and then you're gonna cut and separate and put him onto another plate. I hope this was somehow clear to you. If you have questions, by all means, you can always reach me. And thank you so much for listening and watching.